What do we got going on today?
Signing day. Yeah, some signing fun.
It's a celebration of many years of growth and development and becoming a better person overall. Just a big thanks to, first of all, you guys. I mean, this is the result of your hard work, sacrifice, maybe missing some of those parties and sleepovers and other things to play hockey and train and getting up at 6 a.m. and doing two-a-days and all that other kind of stuff, and your own personal training and shooting in the driveway. So it's been a long hockey journey that, and this is what it's really all about, right? Not winning every game and getting the most points in a game or in a tournament, but, you know, using hockey and being able to enjoy it and play it at a different level. So congratulations to you guys. Thanks. I hope you guys consistently say thanks to your parents, because they put a lot of time and money into the last whatever it is, 13 years of you guys playing hockey if you started at 4, and you wouldn't be able to do that without them and their support. Okay, so to all the girls, congratulations. Proud of you guys. It's an amazing accomplishment for those that are moving on, and we can't wait to celebrate the successes of our next group. Congratulations, everybody. Thanks, everybody. I mean, the whole thing is a journey. Life is a journey. And I believe that playing sports is can have a positive impact on people in a number of ways. You know, maybe I'm a little biased, but I think that people who are a part of a team, whether it's sports or gymnastics club or whatever it is, they learn so many life lessons. They learn to deal with adversity. They learn to work with others. They learn to depend on others, contribute to a shared goal, all that kind of stuff. So when they do meet their goals at a stage in their journey, I think it has to be acknowledged that it's really because of them.
It was good. It was nice, like celebrating everyone's successes that they've worked for so many years. And it was nice to get everyone together, because it's been a while since the whole team and families have been able to see each other.
I think it was a good experience for all of us, because we could get away from the arena and the gym and just all come together, abiding by the COVID rules, and appreciate and see everything that we've accomplished throughout our seasons with the Cudas. And it was good for the younger girls too to come, because they can't talk or anything to the coaches yet, so they could see maybe if they want to get involved with the recruiting process later on too. My brother came back too, which was nice, because he came back just for that from university.
Well, when we first got there, we did a team picture with the jerseys hanging off the balcony, which was pretty cool. And the parents got these cupcakes made for each of our teams, and there was enough cupcakes for the people and the families. And just the whole atmosphere of our whole team being together to sign together was great, and having our families there to support us and take pictures with us was good, because they've supported us through our whole lives.
We've had a lot of opportunities for our girls to be good people in the community, good people for other players, and good athletes. And so the coach has to provide those opportunities so they can prepare to take their SATs, they can prepare to be interviewed by a coach, be prepared to send out information to coaches and recruiting information, you know, start talking to them about academics, and so they're not just spraying applications across to any school that will take them, but they've already investigated what programs are in what schools, what type of schools, the size of schools. So there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that prepares them for that commitment. And you know, now in today's society more than ever, people are you know, they don't have that patience and resilience and you know, consistency and commitment over time to reach a goal. Everybody wants that quick reward. So that's part of the process too. They have to see it as a process. You have success and fun along the way, but there's always the end goal in mind.
Well, I like the campus, first of all, because it's kind of secluded and not in a big city, but it's also like big enough to have like a little like town part and like grassy area and stuff, and it's really pretty. And then the arena was nice, but then they're also redoing the arena next year, I think. So that's exciting to look forward to.
As soon as I walked on campus, it was like, I just loved it. My coach wanted me to go to a football game too and see like the school spirit and everything. So that was like really, really cool going and seeing that. The hockey program is really, really great. Thinking of going to law maybe. See what happens, yeah.
It's a school where it gives me the opportunity to continue playing hockey at a high level while also it has a really strong program in the academics that I'm interested in. So I'm hoping to major in economics, and it's one of the best economics programs in the country. So it was just like a perfect mix for me where I can play hockey. I really liked the coach. I thought it was a really good program, and I could have a big role on the team while also getting a degree that I think could be very useful for me.
Like 2 summers ago, I went to the campus, and I like small campuses, and that's a small campus. And the whole atmosphere was just what I liked, like what I want to have at a school. And the rink was really nice. I met a bunch of like the players that were there already, and they told us about like all the stuff they do, and it just seemed like the right fit for me. And my parents were there with me when I was visiting, and they liked the school as well.
So there's 3 senior forwards that might stay. So if 3 of them stay, then I'll probably stay back a year. And then I wouldn't go back to school. I wouldn't really want to go back to school. I'd probably work like full-time during the day and then play kudas, I guess, again.
So I've spoken to the coach about that. She said to me in the summer that she had a couple seniors who were gonna stay back a year. But since it's not a scholarship school or athletic scholarship school, it's not a huge concern. She just said it might be a bit of a bigger roster in my first year, but that would really be the only effect.
They are almost more excited for somebody else's success other than their own. You know, it's a really selfless team. They genuinely are happy that one of their teammates scores a goal or gets recognized or gets a commitment or gets recognized by an Ontario Loop or Team Canada, whatever it is. But I'm extremely proud. I think I'm a small piece. I hope I was a small, positive influence or had something to do with their success. But ultimately, there's, a person is made up of a lot of experiences and a lot of people along that 8 or 9 years, inside the rink and outside the rink. So they deserve all the credit. There's a lot of hockey players out there, and for them to be able to achieve that milestone when a lot don't is something to be really proud of.
It was exciting to get the email, obviously. And I feel lucky to be a part of the group of girls who were chosen.
When I found out that I was selected, it was like one of the most exciting moments that I've had in my hockey years.
Oh, I think it was it felt good to be selected, just be selected, to have the opportunity to go.
I think it would have been really fun, a really good experience. Even just being chosen and going to the camp would have been great.
I wouldn't know what the outcome would have been if I tried out or anything, but just knowing that they saw me and saw all the hard work I put in, translate on the ice, it feels good to be appreciated that way.
Yeah, it's sad to not be able to do this, but just being chosen is a great accomplishment, I think.
Ever since I was little, that was the goal for every girl playing in Ontario, was to make Team Blue or Red. So it sucks that it won't happen, but it's gotta keep going, I guess.
It's been harder than usual to be motivated to practice and do all this when there's not a direct, goal that we're working towards. All of us have university, or some of my teammates have Team Ontario and Team Canada stuff to work towards, but we don't have games to prepare for or any tournaments that we're trying to win. So it seems it's a little hard to find, the reasons to stay motivated, but I think we've done a really good job of looking at the big picture and supporting each other and making it fun, so we all want to be here.
It's kind of sad not seeing family because I'm close with my family, and they're obviously sad too, and they text us all the time and say that they miss us, and it's just kind of, I want it to be over so I can see my family more.
I like to spend time with my family and my dog. His name's Stanley. He will be 4 in April.
Like before COVID, you didn't have to wear masks or like social distance. So I feel like now we're kind of, like we're still close and everything, but you have to be like cautious with everything. But I just liked the dressing room stuff mostly that I miss.
Just being in this room with the team, like I think we've made a lot of memories just being together in here. And now we can only be in groups of 10 with masks on. Like it's just not the same.
Well, especially it being my senior year, it's obviously horrible to not have a season and not make the best of my last minor year of hockey.
Kind of just thinking about like, I don't know, like the bigger picture kind of, like just like realizing that it won't be like this forever.
Last summer in 2019, we went to Saskatchewan to represent Ontario with all the other teams in Canada. And we played in a tournament that was like a week long, and we stayed at the University of Saskatchewan, like in the dorms, and it was so fun. Like it was one of the most fun experiences I've had, especially with football. At school, I play like a bunch of sports. I do field hockey, and I obviously do ice hockey and softball. I was just surprisingly pretty good at it because my sister has played high-level softball her whole life, so I've kind of picked up on a bunch of the skills and stuff.
In the fall at school, I also play field hockey. I play with a lot of really competitive girls on that team, so it's a good level of competition. So I'd say it's my second favorite sport, especially because I'm right-handed. And in field hockey, there's only right-handed sticks. So it was really easy for me to transfer. And I'm hoping to maybe play on the team at Williams. I'll try out and see how it goes.
Well, we did that food bank stuff with the team, which was fun. I like going around and collecting all the food and then dropping it off and like seeing like how much we raise. And then me and my mom have been collecting food items or like baby stuff and generic items for the Burlington Church.
I help out with PEP like a couple times a week, which is with younger kids, and we just guide them on how to use their certain skills in games and teach them a bunch of different hockey skills. Because since they're younger, we can show a good example of like what an older hockey player looks like and what skills they can develop to become a good hockey player.
At school, I'm a part of this, it's called Service Learning at Appleby, and me and a group of about 10 of my peers, we go to Community Living Oakville, which is a service for adults with developmental delays living in the community, and we'll go to community living, and they're there and we run activities with them. We'll play games, if it's nice out, we'll go play basketball. Sometimes we'll go to Tim Hortons, but it's really just a way to get them engaged and involved in different activities. Sometimes we'll bring them to Appleby and we'll go swimming in the pool, and they really like that.
This summer was the first time I started golfing. We were at my grandpa's cottage, and there's this little 8-hole course right near it. So we just decided to go for fun because my dad has a bunch of sets of clubs, just old ones from like when he was younger and stuff. And these were my first 2 games ever playing, like first 2 times ever playing golf. I was not good obviously at the start, but we went the second day and I hit a hole-in-one my second game.
I started golfing this summer. I went to the driving range with my dad a bunch of times, and then I went golfing for the first time at like a small course with Olivia and Avery and their little brother. That was fun. That was a learning experience.
I would say if you can't do it for yourself, you should do it for those who are more vulnerable than you, because not everything you're doing is for yourself. You have to consider other people's needs. So although it might not directly affect you, it could directly affect your grandma or someone else's grandparents.
I think they should take it more seriously, because like Sometimes you think that if you if they were not abiding by the group rules, sometimes you think, oh, it's only I'm with 5 people, but then those 5 people are with other 5 people, and then it keeps carrying on, so they don't realize the bigger impact that they actually have.
I think this is one of the best teams that I've been on. Obviously, I haven't seen us play in an actual game, but we have a lot of high-skilled players, a bunch of people committed to universities in the States and in Canada. Even our rookies this year, they're really good. They're some of the top players their age, so I think if we played an actual season this year, we would have done really well.
I think we have great potential for our team, because I think we gel nicely on the ice. From what I've seen throughout the practices, I think we all play nicely and work together well. So if there is ever a future with games, I think we could have great potential for succeeding in that aspect.
I think it's a really, really good group of girls, and I think we would have been really successful if we were able to compete this season. I think everyone is very talented, and just from what I've seen in practices, I think we work really well together, and we could have made something really special happen if we could have.
I got a phone call from the head coach, and she just explained what was happening in their position. Because every school was in a different position. It depended on how many seniors they had this year, because they would be leaving and I'd be coming in as a freshman. But yeah, it just depends on which players wanted to stay. And in Ohio's case, all the seniors and juniors want to stay for another year. So they'd have too many players, and they can't have a roster more than 26 or something like that. And they had 7 freshmen, 7 players in my year that will be coming in as freshmen. So it'd just be too many people. I've always had a good relationship with the coaches, I guess. They were one of the first schools I started talking to in grade 8, the end of grade 8. So yeah, I really love the coaches there. I think they're really great people. I think they have a growing program, which I think is exciting to go to, and hopefully I can help add on to that. I just really like their school, their program. They have great education as well. But yeah, I'm just happy that I got a spot so fast after everything happened, and that they trusted me enough just to give me an offer right away. I think that's exciting. I get to go with Kyla. I played with Kyla since my first year rep, so it'll be 5 more years with Kyla. That's gonna be fun.